Once upon a time, in the peaceful mountains of Shanyan, there was a monastery known for its wisdom and discipline. Among the monks who lived there, a young disciple named Wei struggled with procrastination. While the other monks completed their daily tasks with dedication, Wei often postponed his duties, promising himself he would do them later. One day, the head monk, Master Li, noticed Wei's struggle and decided to teach him a lesson, one that would change his life forever. One morning, as the sun painted the sky golden, Master Li called Wei to his chamber. "Wei," Master Li said, "I have a task for you. Take this empty jar and go to the river. Each time you have an urge to delay something, pick up a stone and put it in the jar. Bring it back to me in a week." Wei bowed and took the jar. At first, he thought it was a simple task, but as the days passed, he found himself filling the jar quickly. Every time he avoided his chores, delayed meditation, or postponed his studies, he placed a stone inside. By the end of the week, the jar was so heavy that carrying it back to Master Li felt like carrying a mountain on his shoulders. Wei placed the jar in front of Master Li and sighed. "Master, this jar is so heavy. I didn't realize how many times I procrastinated." Master Li smiled. "Now, carry it up to the top of the hill." Wei's eyes widened. "But master, it's too heavy." Master Li nodded. "Just as procrastination becomes heavier with time, each time you delay a task, you add a burden to your future self." Wei stared at the jar. The weight on his shoulders was not just from the stones, it was from all the things he had put off, all the wasted moments, all the unfinished tasks. After a moment, Master Li spoke again. "Procrastination is like carrying this jar. If you had placed only 1 or 2 stones inside, it would be easy to carry. But because you delayed, the weight grew. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes." Wei nodded, understanding the lesson. "But master, how do I stop myself from procrastinating?" Master Li smiled. "The answer lies in the smallest step." He picked up a single stone from the jar. When you face a task, don't think of the whole burden. Just take the first step. Instead of saying, "I will do it later," say, "I will do it for just 2 minutes." Once you start, you will find it easier to continue. To illustrate his point, Master Li led Wei to a large boulder by the river. "Tell me, Wei, can this river move the boulder?" Wei shook his head. "No, master, the boulder is too heavy." Master Li smiled. "And yet, over time, the river carves mountains." "How?" "Not by force, but by persistence." He knelt by the river, letting the water flow over his hands. If you do a little every day, you will achieve what seems impossible. A drop of water may seem weak, but when it flows without stopping, it shapes even the hardest stone. Wei watched the river in silence. He realized that just like the river, if he consistently worked, even in small amounts, he could overcome anything. That night, Wei reflected on the lesson. He decided to put Master Li's advice into practice. The next morning, when he felt the urge to delay sweeping the courtyard, he told himself, "I'll just sweep for 2 minutes." Once he started, he kept going. The task was done before he even realized it. He applied the same method to his studies, his meditation, and his daily chores. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, he focused on the smallest action he could take. Each time he did, the weight of procrastination lifted. Weeks passed, and Wei no longer carried the burden of delay. He felt lighter, freer. He had learned the secret. Procrastination is not beaten by waiting for motivation. It is beaten by taking action, one small step at a time. One day, Master Li gave Wei a final test. "Wei, go to the top of the hill and write a poem about what you have learned." Wei climbed the hill without hesitation. As he looked at the vast sky, he smiled and wrote, "A stone today is a mountain tomorrow. A task delayed is a future sorrow. A drop of water shapes the stone. The smallest step can lead you home." Wei returned to Master Li, who read the poem and nodded. "You have learned well, Wei. Remember, the greatest battles are won not in a single moment, but in the tiny choices we make every day." And so, Wei became known in the monastery as the monk who never delayed. His story spread beyond the mountains, inspiring many to take action in their own lives. The lesson of Wei is simple. If you struggle with procrastination, do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not fear the weight of the task. Just take the first step. Like the river that shapes the stone, like the monk who lifted his burden one pebble at a time, your journey begins with a single action. So, what is the smallest step you can take today?